E3 2018 has finally come to a close, and instead of spamming your surely already cluttered subscription boxes with multiple videos, I decided to wait and collect all the relevant news and distill it into one quick video. So here is your E3 2018 JRPG Recap. Just a few days before E3 officially kicked off, Square announced that Kingdom Hearts 3 would not be coming out in 2018 as originally promised. It would now have a new release date of January 29th, 2019. It's a small delay, and one that, quite frankly, I'm pretty happy about. This gives me way more time to go through all the ones that I haven't played on the PS4. They also announced a new limited edition PS4 Pro for Kingdom Hearts 3, as well as 2 different special editions. On top of that, we also got 2 new trailers for the game, one showing off the world of Frozen, and another showing off the Pirates of the Caribbean world. The Pirates one in particular looked amazing. Especially if you played Kingdom Hearts 2 and you remember how it looked in that game. The amount of detail in these new character models are just crazy, man. This game just looks so damn good. As far as the actual press conferences go, we got a surprising amount of JRPG coverage out of Microsoft's Xbox conference. Yeah, I know, Microsoft. It was just as strange watching it. They debuted one of the 2 Kingdom Hearts trailers I just talked about, but also announced that Nier Automata was coming to the Xbox One on June 26th. This Become as Gods edition packs the original game as well as many of the DLCs released for the game into one package. Basically a Game of the Year edition. Unfortunately, however, it is digital download only, which I feel is kinda dumb. It also tells me that they aren't too confident that it's going to sell a ton of copies on the Xbox. Microsoft even announced what is arguably the biggest piece of JRPG news to come out of E3 at all. Although it leaked shortly before, it was finally shown and confirmed that yes, after 10 years of waiting, Tales of Vesperia will be coming to a console other than an Xbox. Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition will feature remastered graphics as well as all the content that was exclusive to the PS3 version of the game that we never received here in the West. It will be available for Xbox One, PS4, PC, and even the Nintendo Switch, and is scheduled to launch sometime in 2018. Square Enix's E3 press conference was disappointing to say the least. I don't know why, but for some reason I expected more of them this year. I guess it's because we haven't had any new huge announcements from them in a while, so I thought they were pretty primed to announce some stuff. And while they did announce 2 new games, one of which actually does look kind of cool, neither of them are JRPGs, and that's kind of disappointing. However, we did get a new cinematic trailer for my most anticipated game of the year, Dragon Quest XI. And let me say right away, I fucking loved this trailer. We have seen plenty of gameplay trailers and other like little systems trailers and things like that, but we had yet to get a proper, cinematic trailer for the English release. And this one just somehow managed to hype me up for the game even more than I already was. Just judging off of this trailer, all of the voice acting seems to be pretty on point too. The entire trailer was so good and it worked so well. Though I have to admit, as soon as the Dragon Quest theme hit and it was the super MIDI version of the song, kind of killed it for me. It just immediately reminded me that, oh, we're not getting a proper orchestrated soundtrack like Dragon Quest VIII. Like, this game looks so good graphically, and now from the cinematic trailer, the casting seems to be pretty good. The voice acting seems to be pretty great for most of the characters. It's just a shame that we're not getting a properly orchestrated soundtrack to go along with everything else about the game that looks so damn good. And at the end of the trailer, Square finally revealed the much-anticipated Edition of Light and Edition of Lost Time special editions, finally giving fans the opportunity to splurge on this game that we've waited so long for. And just as a reminder, Dragon Quest XI does launch this year on September 4th for PS4, and just PS4, actually. With the PC gaming press conference, there's not a lot to talk about, but we did get some pretty cool ports from Sega. At the conference, Sega showed a quick trailer announcing that Yakuza Kiwami, Valkyria Chronicles 4, and Yakuza 0 are all coming to PC. So definitely some good news for those PC players out there. Now to finish up with Nintendo. Nintendo's big gun at E3 this year was very clearly Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which they spent most of their time talking about. And while I am so damn excited for the new Smash, I'm not here to talk about Smash, I'm here to talk about JRPGs, so let's get into it. Nintendo finally announced what the big story DLC for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 would be called and what exactly it is. Torna, the Golden Country, takes place 500 years before the events of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and follows faces that should be familiar if you loved the flashback portions of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 as much as I did. This story DLC will be available September 14th for Expansion Pass owners, and will be a standalone purchase at brick-and-mortar stores, though the quote-unquote physical edition only contains a code inside. It is worth noting that, at least with that quote-unquote physical edition, you don't need Xenoblade Chronicles 2 to play this DLC, so the expansion must be a pretty good size if that's the case. After that, Nintendo dropped the biggest surprise of the entire show. They showed the first official gameplay of the upcoming Fire Emblem game for the Switch. Remember, before this Direct, we had nothing. We had no title, no screenshots, not even a name. All we knew was that we were getting a Fire Emblem game for the Switch eventually. Officially named Fire Emblem Three Houses, this is the next true mainline entry to the Fire Emblem series, and the first console release since the Wii version 12 years ago, I think. The gameplay here looks very different from a traditional Fire Emblem in some ways, and I'll be very curious to see how this game turns out in the end. Please be good. After that, Nintendo announced a new Octopath Traveler demo. Unlike the first demo, this new demo allows you to play the full first 3 hours of the game and allows you to carry your save into the full game when it releases next month. And the very last bit of JRPG news we got out of Nintendo was that the World Ends With You Final Remix was confirmed to be launching this fall. So if you're excited for that game, it's coming out this year. So there is your E3 2018 JRPG recap. Overall, not the absolute best year for JRPGs. There were definitely some glaring omissions, specifically out of Square. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good showing. We got Tales of Vesperia, we're getting World Ends With You Final Remix this year, we're getting Octopath Traveler this year, we're getting new Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC this year, we're getting Dragon Quest 11 this year. Like, we're getting a ton this year, but I think for me, I wanted to know what was coming next year in the future, and we really don't know anything outside of Kingdom Hearts 3, which was supposed to come out this year anyway. But hopefully next year's E3 will tell us what we're getting that year. So as always, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I will catch you guys in the next video.